Hello everybody, this is Enrique Otarola from the Bay Area and the city of San Francisco in this beautiful magical night in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. We are with Enrique and friends. So tonight we're having a continuation of our first video, and guess what? I met tonight again with our good friend Lira. She's an expert with social media. She recently spoke here in the Bay Area in a summit about social media. So let's welcome a really good friend, Lira.
Hello, Enrique, and it's good to see you again.
Good to see you again,
and it's
Lira.
good to see your friends watching you.
Yeah, I mean, I was really surprised. I mean, it was a shocker to have all that response, like 22,000 people viewing our first video.
Yeah, the first video, so it warrants a repeat performance, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, so if you guys missed the first part, you can just Google Lira Luis Las Vegas 2012, or you can just check on the description of this current video. So yeah, Lira, tell us about you, how you've been this past 2 months, I think, since last time I saw you in Las Vegas in May, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like you mentioned, I'm here in San Francisco. Again, I spoke about the topic of social technology and how the industry is, architecture and design industry specifically, could leverage it for their professional or personal brand, or even like marketing efforts, or just simply engaging the colleagues.
Right. And the wonderful thing about the social media is that it works for everything. It works for any career. It works for any kind of business, for any interest that you have, that you can have in life, or any dream, anything that you ever imagine, ever dream of starting a business or developing your career or developing more contacts. It's really important. All these social media tools and technologies work really well. You will be amazed.
Yeah, and it's relatively true. And the reason behind this sudden boom in social media is because there is always that need for people to connect with each other, and more we're seeing a lot of people connecting with each other, not only within their geographical location.
Right.
Like you are in California,
right?
Or Los Angeles. I'm based in Chicago, and we interact on a constant basis through social platforms.
That's a perfect example. Lira is based in Chicago, and I'm based in Los Angeles, and we known each other like for, I don't know, so many years, like 2008, 2009, I think we connect, and then we finally met in 2012 in Las Vegas, and it's like I feel like I know you like forever. And so yeah, so that's a perfect example. If you want to further your career, your business, or you want to,
or even strengthen relationships,
exactly, or network, like far away. Like, it's unbelievable that we have like an example. Again, the first video that we did, we had like some comments and some people that have seen, like when I check the statistics, it's like unbelievable that they're like mostly Europe, Asia, America, South America. Well, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and the reach, like you said, is reaching all of these countries, and we didn't expect that. No, we were just expecting people in the architecture, engineering, or construction industries to be interested in what we're talking about.
Yes.
But apparently, there's also, it's filling some need or interest from other groups as well. And the demographics too, the age group that is very interested in this.
It was interesting, like mainly male, and it was like 24 to 44.
Yes.
About that, right? Like really, yeah, it's amazing. Like what the intention that usually I have with this, when I write the blog articles or these videos, is like to encourage people to kind of to push them to pursue their dreams, not to just sit down and let it die, or just settle for anything that you're not really fulfilled or feel happy about it. Just try it, like even part-time or just a few hours. Even you have a full-time job like I used to have, in accounting, and then I started doing like business, helping people here and there, and then like some are like doing really well.
Well, and that's the importance of social media, you know, because you're an entrepreneur, you know, I'm a design entrepreneur as well, and you even out the playing field with your competitors or even established institution. It's a threat to institutional power because
Right.
more and more we're seeing more opportunities for startups or even, like I mentioned, entrepreneurs to compete with those already, you know, far established industries or companies.
Yes, and like it's unbelievable. It's funny that you mentioned that like some companies that my competitors in the business or maybe the accounting or other organizations like they feel threatened or because they don't know what we are doing, and in a way I don't know. I always take it like it's flattering, like, oh, they're scared. It must be working.
Yeah, it must be working. And the thing too is, imagine this: you're in accounting, I'm in the architecture, engineering, construction industries, but the information that we share online and, you know, like in social platforms, there is learning. There's mutual learning between your industry and my industry.
Right.
And then using that lateral thinking, applying the skills and learning experiences that you have, you know, sharing it with me and applying that in my industry. In the same way, the creative experiences that I have, I share with you, and you know, you try to apply that as well in accounting.
Right. So pretty much the intention what we're trying to reach out is that we're trying to break the resistance, just pushing people to do it. Try, do the first step, then do the second step. You will start rolling, and then you'll see that slowly but surely,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be moving, you have the ball rolling, and then eventually it's just going to be growing and growing. Just start, just do it.
And the important part of it is truly the collaboration. You know,
Right.
there's this always being open to learning, thinking that, you know, there are some professions where they're just so focused in their industry, thinking, oh, if I'm like this, or if I'm a particular like profession, I can't possibly learn from other industries. I just have to stick within my industry. But it's not true,
No.
because, you know, each person or each industry can be a collaborator.
Exactly. That is so true. Like there are things like right now that I apply into my accounting and a small business developing for other people services, that things that I have learned in my civil engineer education that I apply now to this career, to this business that I have right now. It helps to these clients to develop their businesses and to empower their business. So it is good. It is good that all these collaborations, all these good energies help us to further our interest. Yes. So okay, guys. So we're gonna go in a small break, and we'll be right back. Hi everybody, this is again Enrique Otarola with Enrique and Friends, and we are back. And again, from the Bay Area, the wonderful world-known city of San Francisco, in front of the Golden Gate Bridge, this beautiful, magical, and cold night.
And windy too.
And windy too. So, and again, we're with our good friend Lira Luis. So yeah, we were speaking about the collaborations between careers, how many how different careers can learn from each other, how can they benefit from each other, right? Like I was, go ahead.
Well,
Sorry.
I was gonna say it. You know, each one can parallel the other industry. Like you said earlier, before the break, that accounting can be translated. Whatever you learn from accounting can be translated into engineering and vice versa. And then in architecture, whatever I learn in architecture can also be translated into like some thinking about accounting, of course, on the business side. And then on accounting, I could learn as an architect as well.
Right. Once I remember a few years ago, a friend who happens to be an architect years ago told me, Enrique, just keep going with accounting and with engineering, because you know what, architects and other careers always are in need of good accountants and someone who needs to organize their accounts and their businesses, and yeah, that kind of like gave me the idea to start helping people with their accounting and their taxes and their business, and that everything is running under the license and everything is good, up to date. And yeah, so yeah, there are examples, good examples about how one career can benefit from each other. So I remember like way back, like an example way back when I was like, I don't know, 15, 17 year old, when I kind of was deciding what to do. I have a civil engineer aunt that is my mother's sister, and she told me, Enrique, when you're like, you always have to be daring. You just jump into the challenge and do it. Like she told me when I graduated from engineering school, and I was like a woman in a career full of men back in the 1970s. It was really hard. And you know what? When I got my first topographical job, the engineer in the company asked who can do it, and I was like the only woman, the only one who raised the hand. And you know what? That shocked everybody. And our supervisor, our boss, she said, okay, Marilu, you're going to do it. And she didn't have an idea on how to do it, but she said that she has friends and all that. But the good thing is that every time she did that, in the company, she started advancing and doing more things because she was brave and she was doing so. What I'm trying to say is that just do it, just jump into the challenge. If you don't know, if you're not sure about something specifically, just ask your friends, just ask your colleagues, and everything should go fine.
And the takeaway from that is, you know, first of all, really being open to other industries and open to learning that, you know, you could learn practically from everybody. You could learn from a child, you could learn from an adult, you could learn from a colleague, you could learn from an accountant, you could learn from an engineer. So it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm an architect. I'm learning different techniques, different skill sets, or even like helping me adapt to a different kind of thinking in order to understand, because maybe, who knows, you'll be hiring me to do your office space, right? Like
yes.
An accountant. And knowing and understanding how you work will help me be able to come up with a design solution that is truly relative, truly relational to what you do.
Right. That is so true. Like I have, like right now, 2012. I have this year we overreached over 100. We have over 100 accounts. So two of those asked about something in design, and then I didn't know, so I asked a student in Arizona to do it. This Russian guy. If you are hearing me, Max, hello. I know they'll see us all over the place. So yeah, that is so true. That is so true. We are here to help each other, to network, and to help each other to succeed, and to benefit from each other's experiences. Exactly. So yeah. So if there anything that we are leaving behind, maybe, I don't know.
Well, the key too is one final thing: the collaboration.
Exactly.
And I think that's very critical, particularly in achieving goals. You know, the concept of like this sole architect or, I mean, we're entrepreneurs, and we don't have to be like individualists. The key to being an entrepreneur is being collaborative.
Right, exactly. That is so true. That is so true. So, okay, everybody. So Lira, I wasn't aware that just after the first time that we spoke that we shoot our first video in Las Vegas, I didn't know that you're also an author and you wrote a book. Could you tell us, everybody, because I'm pretty sure that they're gonna see us from all over the world again.
Well, yes. Back in 2006, I wrote this book about my experiences living in Taliesin. And it's, documenting the Taliesin experience. It chronicles my life and then the learning experiences about organic architecture and sustainability. And that sustainability is a key element in my designs or as an architect.
Right. Wow. So for everybody, you can check out Lira's book in the link below at the end of this video, or also in the description of this video. So, all right. So, from the Bay Area in this magical and cold night
and windy.
Thank you, Lira. Thank you very much for everything, for being so positive, and for helping everybody in reaching their dreams and to encourage everybody. Thank you, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.